Oh, Fox News. Photos emerge of mysterious cocaine found at the White House.
Okay, what a start.
Nice.
Welcome back, people. Let's go.
What a random start.
Yes. How about it?
Welcome back, y'all. Season 2. This is the second episode.
Right.
We are out every Wednesday. We got a new episode, so this is coming out Wednesday. We're going to get right into it. We're going to have a little bit of more...
Structure?
I can't even talk. Yes. Structure. So we're going to have some structure to it a little bit. So we've got a few little I guess we call them segments.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start right into it.
That's right.
This one's called One Thing.
Okay.
The one thing I thought of is, what is one thing that is just completely random in your car right now? Like what's the most random thing you have in your car?
I have a couple answers already.
I mean, you have some wild stuff in there.
I still have that granola in my car.
Oh, do you?
We'll get into it later. I don't know. I got some random stuff. I think I have a nail punch. I don't know if you guys know, like the spring nail punches, like when you're doing trim work, stuff like that, and there's like a nail popping out. Boom, I have one of those in my middle console.
Nice.
I don't know why.
You always need that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's there. So that's one thing.
If men had a purse, we'd have nail punches in our
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we would stock, if we had purses, it'd be like a backpack. Like we just have tons of stuff in it.
If it was socially cool and acceptable, it would be really nice, actually.
I mean, you can always have a purse, yeah.
Over in Europe, it is like, you're almost kind of weird if you don't have one. I've been so close to buying one.
Well, like a fanny pack, those are big over there too.
Next time I go, I think I might buy one.
Okay,
so
have fun.
The one thing I have weird in my car is I have insulation beads in the back seat.
Okay. Well, your car is always full too, so.
Technically my truck, but yeah, I have some random things.
You have a lot of stuff. You carry your life in your car pretty much.
Yes. I like to have an extra set of clothes. Like I have a golf shirt in there right now.
Okay.
Couple jackets, basketball shoes, a football, just in case.
Oh yeah, it's a nice football. It's like brand new.
It's nice.
Sticky.
So.
Okay. Should we get into the main part? Because that's why you guys clicked on the title. That's
exactly
why you're here.
Our clickbaity title.
Ladies and gentlemen, we met Jake Triplett.
Yeah! I tried to get that quicker.
No, I think it was fun. Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, it was exciting. Can you turn them off now?
You guys have to watch it. There it is.
Okay, perfect.
That's awesome.
Yes. All right, we're going to tell the story of how we met Mr. Jake Triplett from the Ghost Runners. Well, he's from a lot of things.
Ghost Runners podcast.
Mood Swings, Correct Opinions.
Jean Shorts comedy.
Jean Shorts, Friday Pickleball. You name it, he's done it. Yeah, he's the man. So basically, if you guys don't follow Ghost Runners at all, they're a really funny podcast. They're from Kansas City. They are two Christian dudes that are just like the funniest people in the world. I've been listening to them for like 2 years, I think. I'm not sure exactly when it started, but I know there's a couple of my friends that like listening to them too. They're pretty small. I think they have like 10 or 11K on Instagram and like, I don't know how much on YouTube. But
they just started, they didn't start that long ago. But.
Oh, like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So
well, look at us saying that they're small.
Yeah.
We're really small.
50 average viewers. So, no, so anyway, I left, a segment they do is like reviews of the week, and so I hadn't ever left them one, so I left them a review. Basically, a couple things. They read it because it was a 4-star review, and they kind of pride themselves on 5-star reviews, and that was an accident. I don't know why I did 4 stars.
Rendell gave I don't know if you could have come up with a better
It was a 10-star out of 5 review.
Oh, yeah. It was like, changed my life,
like all. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's awesome. I love the podcast. It's great.
It was awesome.
And yeah, sure enough, I clicked the 4 stars. I thought I clicked 5. Anyway, so they did that. And then at the end of my review, for some reason, I decided to put just my name. I did Rendell Weaver, and I don't know why I did that. I think I saw someone else had left a review and left their name. Like, cool, I'll leave my name. Yeah, why not?
Rendell Weaver.
Rendell Weaver.
If you know, you know. You're coming from their podcast.
Yes.
Anyway.
So that was, I was like, all right, cool. And then they made fun of me for 5 minutes, end of the podcast or whatever. And then they decided that my name isn't actually my name. It's actually a new saying. So Brevin, your hoodie's really nice.
Oh, well, Randall Weaver.
Yes, that's right. So you can just use it as any way you want. So that was a fun, kind of little inside joke. And then I think randomly, like, I don't know, this probably happened like 2 months ago-ish. I don't know if it's that long ago. I'm kind of bad with time. But anyway, did that. And then a friend requested Jake on Facebook. I think I'd sent him like an Instagram DM, but he didn't see it because he's got like 50,000 on Instagram or something like that. So he's a big deal. So,
Yep.
So I Facebook requested him, and he accepted it like a minute later. Oh, yeah, we got to turn the light on. Ooh.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
I never know which way those spin. Anyway.
Yeah, me neither. That's still I don't know. Anyways, so, let's see, where was I at? Yeah, Facebook requested him. Yeah, sent him a DM, didn't respond to that. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I saw that he was going to go to Pittsburgh with a show with Trey Kennedy, and so I was like, I'm going to that for sure.
We're like normally like an hour 45 from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, normally. That'll come back later.
Anyway,
yep. So, anyway, he accepts my friend request like a day later, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think much of it, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to plan to take Thursday off just in case. I bought 3 tickets, pretty good seats or whatever, and then I don't know. Yeah, like I bought 3 tickets, and I was like, I don't know who I'm going to take. It was a real struggle. And then it ended up not working for the two people that I was in, or like we were trying to figure out who can go or not. They both didn't go. So we only had me and Brevin going then. And so we were like, well, what do we do? And then my sister Mariah, big fan, shout out. She decided to come, so she drove all the way out there. More than an hour, 45 minutes.
Yep. It was, two?
It was over 2.5. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Bit of a haul.
It was 45 minutes east of Pittsburgh, which is wild. So anyways, all that to say, now, going back, I sent him a Facebook DM. I should actually pull it up because I still have it. And I was like, well, that way I know exactly what I said.
Yep.
I don't know. This could be embarrassing, so maybe I don't want to. Okay, this is word for word what I said. I said, all right, Jake Triplett, how do you feel about hanging out and maybe golfing at a place that's like Topgolf on November 9th in Pittsburgh? I'm coming to your show that night and would love to hang if you're able to. And then, like the same day, like 15 minutes later, he said, oh, baby, that sounds real nice. And then he said, I'm sure Isaac would love to join as well, which if you don't know Isaac, you should know him.
You should get to know him, yeah.
And then we just talked for a little bit back and forth or whatever. He said he wasn't sure with how it's going to work. And because we were like, there was a place I found that was like Topgolf. It was a little different, but it was like downtown Pittsburgh, and I'd seen it when I was working close to there, and I was like, that'd be cool to go sometime. So I figured we go there, and then I checked the venue, and yeah, it's 45 minutes east of Pittsburgh, and it was 55 minutes to that spot and to a Topgolf. So anyway, I just asked him, I was like, that's definitely too far, and he was like, yeah, for sure. So I was like, well, I don't know what we're going to do now, because Brevin and I had both taken the whole day off to go out there, taking off work and stuff like that. And we go out there, and then he didn't respond until like 2 o'clock that afternoon.
It was crazy. Like, and going back a little bit, like his response was so Rendell, it's not even funny. Like the oh baby, like
yeah,
that's so Rendell. And even the way that, I mean, we went out that day, so Thursday morning, and he hadn't responded for a few days.
Yeah, no,
like
he hadn't
nothing.
responded in. Well,
I mean, it was a while.
Yeah, because I think like I was worried about it too, because I told Brevin, I was like, I'm not sure, and then he said, how far is the venue? And then I said, whatever.
I mean, it was a few days in there, and we were just like, you know what? Let's just go out there and be there kind of like early afternoon and just see what happens.
Okay, so so the night before on Wednesday night, because we're recording this on Monday, but this was last Thursday that this happened. November 8th, which is a Wednesday night, he said, I told him about, like, I asked him if he needed to be picked up or dropped off from their tour bus, and he said, probably I haven't looked yet how far the venue is from Topgolf. And then that's when I told him how far it was, and he didn't respond until 1:40 on Thursday afternoon. So we were like, well, we're going to go out. Yeah, we were like right in Greensboro or Greensburg. That's
Goldstone ice cream always.
Goldstone ice cream for lunch. Yeah, which we'll get into that later because when we went out to, we're going to get ahead of ourselves too much.
Don't spoil it.
Anyway, so he said, At 1:40, he says, let's just plan on grabbing a bite to eat somewhere around the venue after the show. And then I said, sounds good. And then at 6:40, so we're in our seats. This is kind of cool.
Show starts at 7.
Yes.
A little after 7. Yeah, 7:05.
Show starts at 7. I sent him a picture of where we're sitting, and I just said, we ready, baby. And then at 7:09, like literally, I think it was 3 minutes before he goes on stage, he said, oh, wow, you're close. See you in a few.
And a few minutes later, he comes up, opens for Trey.
30-minute set. Wild stuff. Trey Kennedy, we can do that now, or should we finish the Jake story?
It's up to you. Well, we could say what we did in the meantime. So we were at Cold Stone when Jake texted, or did we go right before? I forget.
Yeah, no, we were literally like stopping at Cold Stone. We got out of the car and I'm like, oh, he just responded.
Yep. So we looked at it and we're like, you know what? We brought our camera along. Obviously we have Scratch X. We're just gonna plug it every episode. I think that's normal. If you like golf, go follow us.
Yes.
Scratch X Golf. Scratch X. So anyway, we were like, you know what? Let's just go film. So we looked up this random course. Totter Ridge.
Yes.
Not Toter Ridge.
Nope.
Totter Ridge.
Beautiful course.
Beautiful course. It was $45, 18 holes with a cart.
We started at 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30, and we were like, okay, we got to move.
Yeah, sunset was at 5:15.
Yeah.
And so it's 2 hours, 45 minutes.
And we were kind of waiting behind this twosome in front of us. They weren't too slow, but enough to kind of slow us down.
Like a minute here, a minute there.
Back 9, 13.
Yes.
We were going up to the green, and I looked down at my phone, and it's like, okay, we gotta
It's 4:40.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we have five and a half holes left.
And like 35 minutes to play them.
And we played it in exactly 35 minutes.
Perfect.
We played 5.5 holes in 35 minutes, which if you know golf, that's wild. That is so fast. And we're filming too.
Yeah,
we're running in between shots. It's
it wasn't even like a jog. It was.
Oh no, it was
I
full
was sprinting.
Oh yeah.
Like we tripped almost.
And we kind of played better.
Yeah, we actually played really. We finished really strong.
Yes.
So we played really well.
Yeah, we did that.
That video will be out here in probably several weeks.
Yes.
3-4 weeks. Will be out, for sure.
Some of the views on those holes were like some of the best views I've ever seen.
Absolutely. If you're in that area, highly recommend.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So anyway, we get done at like 5:20 or something like that. Then we go to a coffee shop to meet Mariah because she had to drive out. Because she was working that morning, or I forget. Oh, no, actually, that was kind of fun, too. We didn't tell Mariah that we were meeting, or she was going to meet Jake and Isaac.
Yeah, well, she was under the impression that we were going to be with Jake during the day, because that was kind of the plan. Like, we were like, if it's Topgolf or whatever, we'll just hang out. Yeah, and we just didn't tell her. We're just like, nah. we're just going to sit.
Because we knew she was going to be so excited. And then we go... I met Isaac when we went out for a restroom break before the show started. We just quickly went to the restroom. And Mariah was in the restroom when I met Isaac because I told him about what we're planning to do later. And I didn't want Mariah around or whatever. And then, so met Isaac, told him about it, and he's like, awesome. He's like, Jake didn't even tell me. But
he was still down.
Yes, he was still down. That was a lot of fun. And then Mariah was so excited that she got to meet Isaac. And then went back in, sat down, and I was like, I almost told her on the way back in, and I was like, no, let's let her wait so she can enjoy the show. And then, after Trey gets done or whatever, and like everyone's kind of milling around, and then she was like, I'm so hungry or something like that, and I was like, guess who we're going out to eat with after this? And she just looks at me, no way.
She's like, no.
Yes.
Nope.
So.
And by the way, not to interrupt, but yes. Trey's show was it was like I had a great time. It was hilarious, but we were very much a part of it. So it was
the funnest thing I've ever seen.
It was Mariah, me, Rendell's sister, me, and Rendell sitting there, like pretty good seats. Like we were probably a couple of rows off the front.
Yeah, we were. So we were
like 3 rows off.
Well, 1 row in front of the side, which is the front. But yeah, we were like. If this makes sense, there's a center, left wing, right wing. We're on the right wing in the second row.
Yep. So, and this was...
But a little ways from the stage.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but enough that he could see us and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I mean, of course, if you've watched any of Trey's stuff, it's all about the homeschoolers. He'll bring that up and everything. And the moment he mentioned any homeschoolers, Rendell and Mariah just...
Oh, yeah.
Whip their hands up, and he immediately goes over, walks over.
Goes to Mariah, yeah.
Yeah, over to Mariah, points her out. What's your name? And the funniest thing, I mean, it was probably the best joke that landed all night.
I think
in my
so.
opinion.
There was a roar.
It was so funny. You know, he was talking about homeschoolers, probably around 30 seconds, just kind of joking here and there. And he was like, "Who are you with, Mariah?" Mariah's like, "My brother and my cousin." And it
was the funniest thing.
It was the most stereotypical.
Both of us just went like, "Oh no!" It was like, because that's money. Like, I don't know, material.
We were a little embarrassed, and then we were like, "No, that's actually so funny."
Oh, I know.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't even homeschooled. I was public school.
Yeah, that
but
was
everyone
the
at the
thing.
show thought I was homeschooled. But
and then,
right.
I mean, we could get into it because I don't know. Like, there's a chance we could see that clip because I hope
so bad. Please be on YouTube.
But like, she said something about like, asked her what she did for a job, and Mariah was like, barista, and Trey was like, at home or. That was so funny. And then he went down the line and he asked Brevin next and was like, "What do you do?" And then Brevin was like, "I'm a salesman." And then
like, what do you sell?
Sheds.
Shed. And he just laughed again. It was like, you know, obviously the most homeschool jobs.
Oh, it's so funny. And then, what did I do? Paint. And he's like, "Oh, you guys got it covered."
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was so funny. And Trey was hilarious. I highly recommend going to one of their shows. But
yeah, it was really good. And then, then obviously Mariah found out. We go to the back lobby where Trey wasn't there. He would be bombarded with people.
Yeah.
But Jake was back there talking with people. A bunch of the Ghost Runners podcast fans were there talking to him. Yep. People who've even seen him before, they're kind of, around there and stuff. And so we kind of waited our turn for a while because we're like, you know what, we're going to hang out with him. So we finally met him, met a few of his fans. There was 2 girls.
I wrote him down because I was like, we got to make sure we say them because they gave us bracelets.
Except for me.
You didn't get one?
No.
Oh.
Tears.
Cassidy Miles and Victoria Knox.
Yes. Yeah.
There we go. And then, the funny thing, well, kind of funny. It was embarrassing because, you know how like the. I didn't know
I
about
thought you were going to say about the necklace or the
bracelet. I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I'm not wearing it, but she gave me like one of those. Which, if you know, I didn't know what this was. Full disclosure, didn't know what the Taylor Swift bracelets were, but that's what they were. They were like her tour. That's what the bracelets like. They do that.
Oh.
So that's what she was doing.
So they got the idea from that.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I didn't know about that either until then.
So it's like a thing now.
Yeah. The Eras Tour bracelet.
Okay.
So anyway, she gives me one that says s'mores, which that's one that like if you know you know. It's hard to explain.
Yep.
Anyway, so she gives me one, and literally I'm putting it on. Boom. Break it into like every piece gone.
It was like the super sweet moment of like, I'll take a bracelet.
Oh, awesome, thank you. Boom, snaps.
And actually, right at that moment, that's how we first met Jake.
Yeah,
the whole thing exploded. We're like down there picking up beads, and he walks over.
He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Yeah. It was perfect.
So I did get another one. Victoria was nice enough to give me another one. It said Gene Shorts Comedy, which is nice. I still have it. Haven't broken it.
Have you wore it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have worn it. I felt so bad though, which is definitely my fault for sure. But she said some of them were a little smaller anyway, and so I probably shouldn't have got that one.
Yeah.
So it's still my bad. So, but anyway, then afterwards, it was kind of wild how we even found the restaurant. We go outside, and Jake and Isaac have to pack up. So all that stuff.
Isaac sells merch for Trey, so he was kind of packing up, and Jake was doing
all the merch and stuff like that. Jake was packing his bags, I guess. I don't know. They went to Detroit the next day, so they said pack up, go outside, try to find something within walking distance, and we'll go eat there. I find a place called Badges Bar, and I saw there was I thought there was a couple tables. We walk in, and it's just one long bar, people drinking beer. I mean, it is loud country music.
Super like Pittsburgh, like Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys.
Yep.
Big, tough guys.
Oh,
when I looked in, there was like half the people looked at me and like, I'm so out of place in this.
Well, yeah, because I'm also
restaurant.
I'll think of it like, well, I don't know for sure about the other girls, but me and Mariah are underage. And so I don't even know if we were allowed to be in there. But I was like, we were like, oh, do we do it or not? And then we're like, no, this is not the vibe. Because we couldn't even talk or anything like that.
It actually, I mean, it wasn't like that bad, but it just wasn't the place.
Yeah,
so we ended up, we were looking like, okay, what's open this late? And it was actually kind of tough because it was past 10 o'clock, I think. By the time we So we went to Applebee's.
Well,
we
then,
like,
one of the other girls found another place that was right by the venue, and we go there. And remember the sign that was on it?
It was
It was an orange sign. I don't remember what it was.
Something like a permit, but it was under construction.
It looked like,
but like it was like 6 feet under construction.
Yeah, it was sketchy.
Bad. Like I was like, dude, this looks like an escape room.
Oh yeah,
like of a.
What it reminded me of is like an old Western saloon type. Yeah, something like that.
Chairs are over, dusty wood. Yeah,
so anyway. We just stood on the corner waiting for Jake and Isaac because one of the other girls had his number, so they were texting him and telling him what the updates were and stuff like that. Anyways, they come out and then they hop in. Isaac hops in our car, Jake's hopping in their car. We drive like 5 minutes to Applebee's, and then we just hang out for about 2 hours, talk about life, just fun
everything.
Stuff. They are the coolest people. I was a little worried. I don't know. Like I told this to Brevin, but sometimes when you meet people that you either look up to or listen to a lot, or like celebrities, pretty much, they don't like fit who you think they were, or maybe they're not as nice or whatever. Because I've had that happen. It's unfortunate. I met some of the good boys, and some of them are nice, some of them not so much. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So, but it was like. I don't know, blew my expectations out of the water. Like my stomach hurt coming out of Applebee's because I was laughing so much.
It was a good night. We covered every topic.
We talked about the Amish.
We talked about the Amish quite a bit. They were intrigued.
Yes.
Which obviously we both have Amish blood in us.
Oh yes.
And they were, man, did they have some facts wrong. But
it was hilarious.
They learned a lot about the Amish. I think Isaac was, the moment we started talking the language, they're like, dude, they have a language?
Yeah.
Like, this was all new to them, which was really cool.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. That was so much fun. Can't even say enough. And then we got back at I got home at 2:45, I think, something like that.
Yeah,
went to bed at 3, woke up at 7, went to work.
Yep.
Just like normal, so.
It was, and I don't think Jake's probably listening to this. If you are, though, thank you so much. And also Isaac.
Yes.
You guys were awesome. And I mean, just imagine, okay, so you do that, you do your show. I mean, obviously they can sleep in and, take it easy for a while, but every night, you're going to Detroit the next night and to stay up till almost midnight there. It was 11:40 something. Mm-hmm. That was super cool. Like that's, he definitely didn't need to do that.
Yeah. And
he had a blast. He didn't make us feel like it was a burden even. It was just hanging out. And so
it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So
for sure, dude.
Hopefully we get to see him more and become friends with him because it was a super fun night.
We might go golfing in Florida. Got his phone number. That was pretty cool. He was like, we're going to be in Sarasota at the same time. Just text me if you want to go golfing. And I was like, no way. Sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because we're both, avid golfers for sure. So
scratch X. No, I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad doing
All right. What are we at minute-wise here?
We're
23 minutes?
We're chilling.
Okay.
We're chilling.
Are we,
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, that's how we met Jake.
That's how we met Jake Triplett.
I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, the granola. Well, I can go back to that now.
Yeah.
I was planning. Jake had talked somewhere on the podcast. I'm not sure how recent. I think it was, I don't know, a month or two ago about something that he had granola again, and he loves it. And if you don't know me, I love granola. I mean, best food in the world. I have it every morning for breakfast. I don't make it myself. I have, but normally Mom makes it. So, but I am able to because it's like 5 ingredients. So I just throw it all in the bowl and whatever. But best stuff in the world. So I got 2 bags, and I was going to give it to Jake, and I forgot.
Yeah,
so
that was sad.
That was because it's great granola. I mean, it's awesome. Love me some granola. So
keep those 2 bags for Florida. We'll give it to him.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Do you want to do voice memos?
Let's do it. Yeah. So we're gonna also do these voice message things. We put it on Instagram. I don't know if we're gonna get all of them today. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think we got to do Tylee's though.
Yeah, let's go with Tylee.
All right, here.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I hope this audio is good. We may have to put this in post too. I'm not sure, but let's try this, okay?
Hey, what's up, Brevin?
Oh, wait, hang on. I got to restart it because it came out the top part. Can I restart it?
So.
I can't restart it.
I got it.
You got it? Okay, you do it.
Hey, what's up, Brevin?
See, it's the same thing.
I don't have it. No,
All right.
you got it.
Okay, here we go.
3 questions for you. What is something that your parents told you that you believed growing up? Like my mom, she always said that if you cross your eyes, they're gonna get stuck like that. And I believed her. I believed her every time. Next, what is a smell that reminds you of your childhood? Like you smell it and you're just like, take me back to the good old days. And lastly, what is your driving record? I want to know how many tickets you guys have gotten. And then my mother, she wants to know what your thoughts are on Yummy City.
Yummy City. It's Yamazetti.
I'm gonna be surprised if I can remember what she asked. So the first one is the what was it?
What did her parents tell you as a kid that was a lie?
Yes.
So mine was, I used to crack my neck and my fingers and all that, and so I think. I don't know for sure if this was from my mom or dad. I just remember hearing this a lot that, for one, if you crack your fingers, you'll get arthritis.
Tendinitis or something. Yeah, that's what I heard
and
too.
And then also if you crack your back too much, you'd get scoliosis.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do that. That's in my nightly routine.
Oh, yeah.
I lay a certain way and just, and then I do the other way.
Oh, yeah. It feels so good. So, but I don't. So maybe if we have a doctor or something listening and they say it's bad, I guess maybe it was true. But
I don't know. There's some things I'm not willing to give up.
Yeah.
No.
What about you?
The bubble gum thing. I think we all probably hear that, but
oh yeah,
if you swallow a piece of bubble gum, it's going to be in there for 7 years.
Yep. Just doesn't digest it.
Definitely also like being close to the TV or reading in the dark.
Oh yeah.
I never got the reading in the dark one. Like, isn't like I maybe it is, doctor, if you're on here, but those were 2 that I
Well, what would happen if you
believed.
read in the dark or
your eyes just got bad?
Yeah.
I mean, if your screen is like here, that makes sense of like.
Because blue light we all know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just learned last night about red light. Didn't know about that.
That means stop. Or what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I never stopped at a red light before. Crazy.
Until you,
Well, yeah, because
you are colorblind too, right?
Yeah, it's
in
great.
a sense, or you are a little bit.
I'm a little bit, yeah.
That's a fun fact.
You guys didn't know that, yeah. I'm a little colorblind. I don't see shades very well. It's not good. I see main colors fine. I know, I'm fine with that. But like blues and greens, I'm really bad
tough,
at.
yeah.
It's really bad at. It's embarrassing. So,
what was the next question she had?
Do we gotta listen to it again?
We might have to. I'll go to the Yamasetti.
Well, yeah. Why? Okay, Lisa. So Tylee's my cousin on my mom's side. Brevin's my cousin on my dad's side. So different cousins, different sides. But Tylee, you gotta tell your mom that she needs to pronounce it right.
Or Tylee just messed it up.
Yamasetti. It sounded like she said Yummy-setti.
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 I mean, that was definitely I don't know if I'd say it was a staple when I grew up. It's all right. It's not like the best thing I ever had, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, that would be kind of good. Actually, something that from your childhood. Mm-hmm. From your childhood. Smell.
Oh, smell. That's what it was.
And honestly, Yamasetti is probably one of those things. Whenever I have it, I guess that's kind of a smell, but I'm like, yep, that brings me back. Another thing I thought of, first thing that popped in my head was Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when you open up the can, it's like the weirdest, like, I don't know.
It reminds me a little bit of paint almost.
If clay was a candy.
Yeah. Did you ever use peanut butter Play-Doh?
No.
Oh, it's awesome. You could eat it. It was made out of like peanut butter, like creamy peanut butter. And Mom would make it into like edible Play-Doh.
So she made it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Nice. I'm sure that was really good for you.
Oh, yeah. So good. Honestly, it's probably like eating raw cookie dough or whatever. Yeah. But it was good.
That's what matters.
Yeah, right. First thing I thought of was like freshly cut grass. Because I would always be chipping in the backyard while Dad would cut the grass. Yes. And so that is a little bit nostalgia. And also my grandma's house. My grandma's house just has
that smell.
Which, to be fair, probably everyone's house has a smell.
Yep.
But grandma's 100%. House for sure. Like I walk in there, oh yeah, for sure. I remember her.
Yep.
There's always like, I don't know if it's always. I also remember there's like my grandma would make popcorn in a very like, I don't know, it's kind of a weird way. It's got like a bowl on the bottom and then something sits on top, and it's a weird way of making popcorn. That's all I know. And I don't know. I remember that and like, oh yeah, she would make what is the red candy popcorn?
Oh, I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But so between those are for sure.
Those are money.
Yeah. So what was the third question then?
I forget.
Well, all right, Tylee, you're gonna get to hear
We're
your
gonna
voice
listen,
a lot.
and I'm gonna pull
Here we
up
go.
another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is something that your parents told you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Like my mom
What did she say?
said that if you cross your eyes, they're gonna get stuck.
Oh, they're gonna get stuck like that.
Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah.
Every time. Next, what is the smell?
Sorry, this is kind of silent part of the podcast.
Like you smell it.
Silent night.
Good old days.
Okay.
And lastly, what is your driving record?
Oh.
Forgot. That
We
was
can
select.
forget that one.
Honestly, that might be selective hearing.
Oh yeah, no, I actually don't know what she said.
Yeah. What?
You know, I'm actually
Driving-
partially deaf.
My record is like 90. No. No.
My record 120.
Yeah. No. So I had a few accidents. I haven't had a speeding ticket in a while. It's probably been a solid 3 years. I'm hoping in the next year or so, I think I should have pretty much have everything off my record for the most part. I think so. There might be a few things, but I used to work. Well, I worked on site, and so I had some things from them.
Well, the hours were wild. So
Hours were wild.
Falling asleep at the wheel was a
Waking up
constant
at
struggle.
I woke up, and you guys, I probably told this many times, but I woke up at probably around an average of probably like 3:15 for a solid 2 years. Normally get home around 4, so it wasn't like super late, but then I was the only driver both ways, so we drove like 2.5 hours. Probably 2 hours and 15 minutes was average one way.
Yes.
Drove, everyone was sleeping, and just pounding energy drinks, pounding whatever I could find. So it was crazy, but yeah, I do have some stuff from there. So I don't know how many points I have.
I have no points.
Probably 4, but anyway.
Yeah, I have no points.
Look at
I've got
you.
tickets.
Okay.
They've all just been out of state, which is a bummer. Virginia cops can go to the trash. No, I'm kidding. No, I had a story. I don't know if I told this on here, but I was coming back from South Carolina or North Carolina. Yeah, South Carolina for a wedding. And me and Mariah and Karina were driving back. I'm driving Karina's car, and I get caught going 81 in a 65, I think, which is fair.
Yeah. Well,
I can get a ticket for that. But cop didn't have any lights on. Middle of night, no lights, which it's all right, whatever. And then, no joke, 15 minutes later, I get pulled over going 74 in a 70.
ooh, that's not okay.
And he said it was, I'm still a little pressed about this, I'm not going to lie, because he said it was not necessarily that I was speeding, but it was because I was going too fast with the conditions, and it had just started sprinkling.
Oh, come on.
And it's not frozen, like this is like September, it's like 70. And the road was dry completely, and I can't like argue with him though. He gave me like a $70 ticket. I'm like, I'm going 74 in a 70. Like
Yeah.
cruise was set.
See, that's what ruins it for the rest of them. Like
I know. Because
That's why.
I've got stopped once
Anyway.
in Ohio. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I've gotten stopped 4 times.
Out of state.
No, one time in Ohio, but it was a warning.
Okay.
It was like midnight, coming back from a youth event in Berlin or something like that, and I was driving past Highland High School, coming toward Sugar Creek, and I was going like 60 in a 45 there.
Oh.
And it was a state trooper
And you got
coming
a
the other
warning?
way. Yeah, he turned
Wow.
like the nicest cop I've ever seen. And he was a young guy too. He was like 25 maybe.
Nice.
25, 30. He's like, I was just trying to get home.
It wasn't Colton, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No.
I know a cop or
yeah.
sheriff or something.
I thought he was a sheriff. Yeah, yeah. No, this was a state trooper.
Yep.
So yeah, I can get into that, but no, I got a warning. It was sweet. I got out of there like 3 minutes. He was like, oh, just as long as your stuff checks out, you'll be fine.
Yep.
And then I got stopped once in Georgia like a couple years ago. So, yeah, out-of-state cops are getting me. So I have literally, like, no joke, every time I go on highway now, I'm just like cruise 75. If it's 70, no worries.
Yep.
Because
5's the standard.
yeah, I think well it was, and then I get pulled over going 74, and then I'm like, all right.
True.
So. All right, well,
Do we have time for one more voice message?
Oh, we're going to be late for volleyball a little bit. It's okay. They can wait.
They can wait.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do...
Who do you want to do?
You know what? No. Let's go into our final segment. We're going to get to the rest
Okay.
later. So
Yes, next podcast.
we're going to wrap it up.
This is the script.
We're always, this is our script, literally, because I wasn't going to remember. So we're going to go with our wrap up is going to be the voice message that we just did, and then we're going to do a versus take.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
So we're just going to end every episode with this. Super quick, super easy.
I thought you meant Bible verses.
Oh, hey, we should do that too.
A verses take. I was like, you didn't tell me about this. I was like, okay, cool.
So no, so we're gonna do a random one. This is just gonna be off the cuff.
Okay, never heard of this.
We're gonna go with. I know your answer.
Okay.
But I want to hear your take and your reasoning. Waffles or pancakes?
Oh, yikes.
Waffles versus pancakes.
Okay.
I mean, you're a big pancake guy.
I'm a massive pancake guy.
But waffles
all right, I'm gonna have a
good.
couple of different answers here.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna break this down. Okay. All right, just stay with me here. All right. So, pancakes, right? You normally get more of. You normally get three, 4 pancakes, more portion overall.
Flapjacks, hotcakes.
I love flapjacks. I have an official petition. I should make some to make pancakes only flapjacks. I love the name flapjacks.
Flapjacks makes me want to eat it right now.
Yes, if I see flapjacks, I'm like, oh, that's like I just think of Paul Bunyan style. Like I think of real like lumberjack because I think flapjack, lumberjack. That's maybe what it was. I don't know why it's random. Yep. Anyway, so you get more, which is good. And I like getting chocolate chips in mine. Yep. Big chocolate chip fan. It's in my granola. So that is probably, I don't know, man. But here's the thing. I think here we go. Here's an average waffle beats an average pancake, but the best pancakes will beat the best waffle.
So that's kind of facts.
Because I've had some average waffles that are like, it's all right. But if you get like a dry pancake, that's like just,
that's
bad.
That's
awful.
Yeah. But a good pancake, that's true. I've had a few where it's like, okay, that was amazing.
Valid take.
But for the most part, waffles can carry. Like better, like you can.
They can carry the syrup.
They can carry my peanut butter, chocolate chips in the mix.
Yep.
Peanut butter in there, and then I have. So I used to eat Eggo waffles, home style, and buttermilk. About halfway, Lego my Eggo. I had a routine. I had it down to a science every morning. I put 2 in the toaster. They were toasted. I put them on a plate. I buttered the one on the bottom, one on top, syrup on it. By the time that was done, my other 2 were ready that I'd put in. Did the same thing, and I had that so many times. So good.
Sounds like my granola.
Oh, but I had a whole system of like exactly how much to fill the squares and everything. So I like that.
Perfect.
About waffles.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have. That's how we met Jake Triplett.
Yeah.
That was a great night. Thanks to Rendell because of his audacity to put his name in the review and leave it 4 stars.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy how it happened.
I know. It's literally all coincidence or like accident. But
it's a blessing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but yeah, definitely a blessing. It
was a blessing that he was so nice and was willing to do it because that made for sure. You've been a fan for a while,
a long time.
I've known of him. I haven't been like listening to the podcast for a long time. I actually didn't know about it till just probably
got him into it.
About a month or 2 ago, and then your sister, of course.
Yep. Huge Ghost Runner fan. Ghosties.
Very cool. Well, thank you for listening. We will be back with episode 3.
Let's go.